Good evening, my name is Jordan Watts, and today I'd like to talk to you about some tools that firefighters use in water operations, forcible entry, and personal safety. A lot of times people might see firefighters at a scene, an emergency scene, and wonder why they're using the tools that they're using, equipment that they're using, or personal protective equipment that they have on, and I kind of wanted to show a couple items and give a little bit of an explanation. Start out with firefighters need water. This is called a hydrant wrench. This wrench rotates around a hydrant when the firefighters use it with their hands, and what that does is it allows water to flow from a fire hydrant into fire hose. Fire hose is then tightened by this tool, cinches down the hose on it's called a hose tool, cinches down a hose onto the hose clamp where it screws in, and that allows for water to not be lost but to stay inside the hose, and that pressure to stay inside there, so all the water and the pressure can get to the nozzle. This is a hose nozzle. There's a bail right here, this one just happens to be broken off, that when you open it allows water to go from the incoming hose and then change a stream as you rotate the nozzle from a straight stream to a wide fog pattern, depending on what type of fire or fighting you're trying to achieve. Next, I'd like to talk about some what we call PPE, which is personal protective equipment. First, this is a firefighter's helmet. This is silver because this firefighting helmet is used in crash fire rescue for the United States Air Force. Fires are often fought where fuel is involved or other hazardous material, so the protective covering on this helmet is silver, which helps reflect the heat away and protect the firefighter. Obviously it's worn like in a normal helmet, the visor down and the shroud around the neck. It protects all the face and neck from any type of heat exposure that a firefighter could experience during any kind of emergency. Be a little bit of noise, excuse me. Lastly, for personal protective equipment, you have a SCBA mask. SCBA stands for self-contained breathing apparatus. This is worn over the face with the webbing in the back. Air is connected into here from a self-contained breathing apparatus cylinder and allows fresh air to enter the mouth of the firefighter or the airway, and then that way they can go into a hazardous environment that might be deficient in oxygen or have any other kind of toxic air, and they still breathe good clean air, which allows them to do their job and to stay safe while in that environment. Next, we're going to talk about what we call forcible entry tools. One of the oldest tools in the firefighter's repertoire is the pick-headed axe. You see that obviously it has a pick side and an axe side. There's another axe, it's called a flat-headed axe. It doesn't have this pick part, but this is a pick-headed axe. Now the pick is used for driving holes or purchase points into objects such as roofs or doors, and then from there you take the axe and you chop into a cutting motion, which allows you to open that door or roof for any type of emergency access or ventilation if we're talking about a roof where you would be letting hot air and gases escape from that roof. It has a polymer handle, so if it's exposed to heat or any type of degradation, it won't break down. And then it has obviously a metal head, which we like to keep nice and smooth, no burrs, and keep a sharp edge so we can have good cuts when we're at the emergency scene. The next extrication tool we use is a pretty funky looking one. This tool has forks on one end, a stores end, which is a purchasing point, and a pry bar adds end. We can use this to get into a door and rip it open, hit the forks in, and then have a sledgehammer hit the back to bust it open. Or just like a purchasing point of a pick-headed axe, we can use this to pop a hole and then access the door, window, or wall. This tool has been used for about 30 years and is becoming really popular because it's lightweight, It's very durable, and it's got multi-use to it. Sorry, I just put it in front of my face. So today we covered a couple different things. We covered firefighting tools used for water delivery, firefighting personal protective equipment, and forcible entry tools. A barrage of tools that firefighters would be able to use on a day-to-day basis, depending on what type of emergency they may face. I thought it was important to talk to you about this today in case you're seeing maybe a firefighter on TV or in real life and wondering, hey, why are they using that tool? What's the purpose behind that? And hopefully today you got a little more information about that. And I hope you have a great day, and remember to stay safe and call 911 in any type of emergency where you need help. Have a great day.